Welcome again to our podcast. If you're a first time listener, trust me, I love you. And if you're a returning listener, I am so much in love with you. This is This Life Thing podcast with Eniola and Bamileri.
Welcome to the podcast. Please, why am I always singing
Don't
for
know.
our members?
I feel like we need to go and check it. Please stop singing. Don't sing. Anyway, this is episode 8, baby. If you've been here since episode 1, trust me, you are the real deal. You are going places. The fact that I listen
If
to the
anybody,
podcast,
if anybody will tell me that I'll be begging people to subscribe, I'll be begging you guys to subscribe. I'll be saying it's a lie. Like I never saw it coming.
you never saw it's coming. In what sense? I don't get it. Is it that you never saw yourself begging?
Yeah, it's
someone
not like I even see the reason why they actually beg people to listen to it because we're actually putting a lot into it, to be honest.
So I met someone this weekend, and then she's a creator as well. And then she was like, "It's so hard to get people to listen to you. It's so hard to get people to like say, okay, what is this person doing? I want to be a part of what this person is doing." And it's very
Yes, now
frustrating when you are
it's
doing,
very, very frustrating.
and then
But
you are not seeing like the effects. People are not listening. So you have to come and say, "Oh, please listen." Things like that. And I guess it's just like appeal to people to trust you. Trust our podcast and listen to us. Because sometimes
yes,
I wonder, why do people want to listen to me? And trust me, I'm amazing. And if you want
that's the same thing I used to think of too.
honestly, if you want to roll with amazing people, subscribe to this podcast. If you are listening on Apple Podcast, follow our podcast. If you are listening on Spotify, subscribe. If you are listening on the web for Anchor, trust me, you are goated. You are OG. Honestly, you are original. Now
You know what is good?
Anyway, back, not to digress, I beg. Welcome to episode 8. And honestly, it has been a very, very exhausting week for me. Doing this podcast today, honestly, like, I'm in the middle of stuff. But then my podcast comes first. So I know people say everybody throws around this "I love you" phrase a lot. But then like it's not like we're throwing it around. But then to show your appreciation to somebody, I guess the feeling is love. And for me, like, I'm doing something, I'm recording a podcast and somebody's listening. Trust me. Like, there's this, when somebody tells me, "Oh, I listen to your podcast," there's this joy. And that's why I'm just like, "Oh, I really love you." Honest. But then everybody deserves to hear it, actually. And there's some people that
Yes,
they've never heard it. And then, how have you been, my fellow podcaster?
it is co-host.
When you want to introduce yourself to another person, what would you say? I'm a co-host of this. Like you,
Yeah, I'm
you
a
put
host.
yourself. I'm a podcaster. Which one is host? Everybody will be like, "Host, yeah."
Ẹ pẹ̀lẹ́ o. That is English is to collect money from bank.
Thank you. I'll actually use it to collect money because when I'm making money for this podcast, definitely I'm.
I beg. If I make money, I know be two of us they make money. If I like, I speak Pidgin. If I like, I speak Yoruba. We'll be making the same money.
Trust me, we're not making the same money. Let me just tell you that.
See, this how Ayala is bullying me. I don't know, why does it feel like you're yapping me? Hey, if I say that I feel like killing her now. You guys say that I mean it. I'm not even joking about it.
When I say that being your friend as chaotic, it has been stressful. You
Okay. So let me just tell you, my week has just been there. So in case of our next episode, don't ask me how my week has been. Everything is just the same.
But then you should see that August is running. August is on a race.
Yes, it's actually fast. And I don't know. I feel like we're having shorter days and longer nights. So I don't know, maybe that's what is making it faster. Like during the day, sleep, eat, just do some other things, little things, and then before I know it, it's already night. In the night again, I watch some other things that I want to watch on my phone or movies or whatever, and then before I know it, I'll sleep by the time I wake up again. So basically, it's like the same routine.
But it can't be that bad. But then I get it. Don't worry, next week we'll not ask you. We'll assume that this is
Mm-hmm.
As good. I was at an event yesterday, a volunteering event actually, because I volunteered to be part of the event team, so to say. So, um, the event was TEDx Lautech, because I attend Lautech obviously, and then we held a TEDx event. So TEDx is like a platform where people come to share their ideas with the rest of the world, so to speak. Basically, the world is like all of us that are at the event, and everybody that gets to listen to the talk. So it was a really fun event to be at. Like, there was a lot of people, a lot of amazing people. We had Aproko Doctor, we had Sunday of Chess in the Slums, we have Chineye of volunteers up. There was Adeoshun Goodness, like a lot of people were at that event, and then honestly,
I can
I I
imagine.
I was blown. I was
I wish I was there,
blown.
Sha.
Honestly, like honestly, it was amazing. The talks, the ideas, the people that came. I'm not even talking about guests now. Oh. Like everything was just like we are. It was like I was doing something big. I don't know. Being part of the team just made me feel like I'm changing the world somehow. Like I'm doing something.
That's my point. Like, how did you feel like volunteer? Is this your first volunteer job?
In that kind of capacity, let's say like a first. I'm this kind of person. I love being on teams that like organize events, but then like to like my first like real, maybe my first one in school. My first one in school, I guess. So it's making me feel like this is a new thing. So it was really nice. There were some hiccups with me. Sure, I don't think I would want to talk about that. But regardless, like everything else, the volunteering experience, the team I worked with, honestly was amazing. And I posted this on my social media. All of you should register. Register. Come for TEDx. You did not come. Now you've missed meeting great people. You've missed it. Don't miss the next one, even though it's next year. Sure you get. If you don't get it, learn about it. Okay. That's like basically like what I can say about it. I don't think I want to spend too much time, because if I start from now to tomorrow, I'm not finished.
So that's that about that. But I'm concerning this public speaking generally self. Like, I always like those kind of talk shows, those kind of things. Like, it just makes me feel like I've added more to my knowledge. Like,
Yeah, honestly,
I've not been to some places, or I've not had some experiences. But when I listen to these things, it just gives me encouragement. It just makes me feel like I've I'm experiencing something new. You understand that kind of thing, Sha?
something major. I know, right? I guess it's because in this part, like, it's not something that is so common. I guess, like, it's not something
Yes,
so common. And then when you eventually become a part of one, like, there's this
yes,
with it that no, like I've gained something. I've added more to my knowledge. I can do a lot. Like,
exactly.
I left that event yesterday feeling like, don't worry, I'm the next big thing, because the,
That
the way they
that
come
is
and
just
talk
that
to you,
feeling.
like,
There's just
I'm
this
the
peak
next big
feeling
thing.
of there's this feeling you just get of I'm the next, like, I feel like when you listen to all these kind of things, like, it helps you to like see yourself in that position, that kind of thing. Like,
Exactly.
you you see yourself, you listening to most of all these speakers, it even makes you better, like speaking publicly. When it comes to public speaking, it makes you better, because you know how to articulate your words. You know how to bring on your vibes
Again, you
during.
engage your audience.
Yes, exactly.
Funny
So all these
enough,
things.
funny enough, like I had a conversation with one of the speakers yesterday concerning our podcast, because this particular speaker is a content creator and is really, really awesome. Really, really awesome at what it does. Like, he's a clean creator, so to speak. I'm not talking about skit makers now. I'm talking about someone that just creates content. And then we had a conversation about our podcast. And trust me, when I say I'm feeling like the next big thing, this podcast is what I'm talking about. This podcast is next big thing, honestly. Watch out for everything TLT will come up with.
Yes, you guys, watch out for TLT. It's the hype for me.
Honestly, like, I'm going to blow up everybody will be blown. In fact, if you are a subscriber now, better hold on to us very well. Because by the time we go global,
This girl dey feel herself oh.
Honestly, you have no idea.
Wahala for
Honestly,
who no go TEDx.
honestly, you may feel like okay, maybe it's just hype, but trust me.
Ah ah ah.
Well, don't worry. That's not the main focus of this podcast. I mean, let's just talk about something else. Don't let me drop on
Okay.
the ink finish.
Our main focus for today is manner of approach, and since we've been discussing already about Enola's TEDx experience, so Enola, you said you volunteered, and I guess you met some of the guests that spoke. So I want to ask that: did you meet any of the guests that spoke in the show, and how did you communicate to them? Like, how did you like go and meet them? Because I don't know, some people, I don't know if I say celebrity, I don't know, or an influencer or someone that has like someone that has influence that came to talk in the talk show. You get now,
Honestly.
like how did you have that? Will I say balls or might to approach them?
Okay, so the thing is,
Not everybody can do it though, not everybody, and you just, I don't know, for you to be able to talk well, like some people just be like, let me just do my best, let me just be on my best behavior, and then let me not do anything to like annoy this person, the person is in this society, this person is this, you get now.
so the thing with the guests was these are before I start, these are like major people in Nigeria general, like major people doing amazing things. So it's easy to feel intimidated if you feel like, oh, like why would I go and approach this person? But then I'm thankful for the team I was on. So the team I am on is the welfare team. So basically we're in charge of like taking care of some of the speakers.
Oh,
So it was so easy, I guess. That made it easier for me. So I had interactions with some of the speakers prior to the day because now when this is a new place, some of them traveled down, so we had to take care of them and all of those things. So basically we're just familiar, so to say. Okay, there was somebody I picked up. I picked up one of the speakers myself, and then I was like, oh, like it's so exciting to meet you. Like I have a friend that is a big fan of yours. I would love to meet you. Like we're so glad to have you here. And then, funny enough, like an important thing is the person you are also approaching to has to be interested because if this person had
yes.
kept quiet or Mosiela,
How to even catch their attention,
honest,
because a lot of
I
people want
think
to talk to them now.
I know. I think one of the things that if that catches everybody attention is if you acknowledgement. When you acknowledge this person,
Oh, like,
cap-
this person, sorry. I've been watching your shows, I've been listening to this. You get,
exactly,
oh,
exactly. So the speaker I said I spoke to about the podcast now, like I know the person also has a podcast coming up, and I was like, oh, I'm looking forward to hearing your podcast, and you've not started releasing yet. Like I'm so eager to hear from you, and it just flowed from there. Conversation just moved from there, and it's just like I guess acknowledgements like played a big role in my entire
yeah,
podcast. So basically, like when you acknowledge somebody that, oh, I see what you are doing is really nice. Like there's this sense of it's like a compliment too. To be honest, it's like
yeah,
so you just make things easier. And some people are unapproachable, honestly. Some people are unapproachable, but not
very,
people that came
very,
yesterday. Everybody that came yesterday, they were so amazing. They're so open. In fact, I was so proud of our guests too because they had the mindset of I need to meet with this person. I saw people networking,
yeah,
selling themselves. Like honestly, like acknowledgement plays a very big role. A very, very big role.
it
So it was for
does,
me,
it
it was
does.
just easier. I guess it was like the prior connection that made it easier to like, okay, then have some basic conversations, the same space and familiar faces. That kind of
Yeah,
thing.
but do you know that some of these people, because they feel like they're big, like what you said before, that some of these people, like the way they will receive you, like irrespective of, if you like acknowledge them from now to next year,
No,
say, I
that
watch
one is
your
not
show.
even
Some people are
exactly.
just like that. Some of these people are just like that. They don't treat well. And I can just
Exactly.
imagine, because I've actually listened, like I've seen some experiences of some people where they say they met a celebrity, and the way the person treated them, even just for a picture, just please can I take a picture with you? And they'll just be like, oh no, sorry, I can't take pictures with you, that kind of thing. Like, okay, let me ask you now. Imagine in this show now. and you went to meet one of the guests, and they not told you that, sorry, oh, you can't talk to me, or I can't listen to you right now, or
The
I
thing,
can't just I just want to know how you even feel like.
the thing is, I did not take pictures with any of them. I know that's like a big flaw on my part, but at the same time, I didn't. There's this thing about famous people that I realize they get their pictures taken a lot, even when they are
Yeah,
and some people don't like being in front of the camera all the time. So for me, it was just like I believe in like genuine conversation, short term encounters, so to speak. So
yeah.
I don't have any picture. But then there's someone that said that he tried to take some pictures with some certain people and they were like, no. I don't know if it was if yesterday me, I did not get any rejections. So low key, I'm happy. Because it will be awful, I guess. But I don't think it will be so awful if you understand that some of them like there might actually be a genuine reason why they don't want to have their pictures taken. So
Yeah,
yesterday was just conversation. I guess that's the reason why they were there. They were there to talk to people, and it just basically worked out.
that's fair enough. But my point is still some people, some of all these people, they are still proud. Ah,
Mm, thing is, I didn't. I don't know why I'm not like. Some of them are actually proud because of their fame, but then like that's why it's good to stand good people, stand correct people. Don't.
exactly.
There are some people that you know from their behaviors that okay, this person is a person, a model that is actually like, approachable and open to
Yes,
it. But if it's somebody that is always crunching up faces, like okay, body language too, nko. Body language too is like a big deal. The person has to know.
yeah,
'Cause, um I've heard stories of some people that probably they met at a particular because person was at a place and then the person is like going through stuff and it is obvious on the person's face that oh I'm uncomfortable at the moment and they're like oh I want to help
yeah,
picture. It's not be nice actually. If it was you
yeah.
or you or Vex, so and
But even then, sef, we
like
can't
I
even blame some of them. We can't
mm,
blame some of them because they're also human beings, anyways, and we don't know the mood they are in, like the situation they are in. They might not be in the right mood to even meet anybody at that point.
if
So
I
we should
let,
not always expect that they will always like be positive about taking pictures or meeting someone at that time. So
one of the speakers yesterday was talking about like um conversations and really I mean was talking about relationships as a famous person. So she was like, because she was
okay,
famous, that she doesn't really have much friends, and then she was cool with
wow,
them. Nobody really like knew her, and then she was
yes,
fine. But then now she became famous, like everybody just wanted to be her friend, and she realized that she's saying like it's not genuine friendship. She feels like it's not
yes.
genuine friendship, so she's always like wary of people. That kind of person, I cannot just go to her and say, "Oh, I want to be your friend," and this, da, da, da. Because they've been I guess she has had experiences of being hurt by certain people. So and you know how people are now when you're famous you're in public eye, everybody wants to know you and use you as a connection. So everybody's like
Yeah.
wary of like what they want to do, like who they move with. So sometimes they're just like, I don't want you near me. I don't want you in my face.
Yes.
And it's just regular, I guess. We cannot really say we know what they are going through because we are not in their shoes. And we'll never truly know unless we are in their shoes.
That's true. I actually agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. We hope to get to that level one day, that stage one day.
You know, I'm laughing. Me, I've only
Why?
had few friends like coming up, so I don't think that's going to change. So if anybody is out there hoping to be my friend, honestly,
No,
like
not even about the friendship, this thing, but like to that stage of like people knowing us for what we do. For example, people listening to our podcast that have never seen us or met us before and then seeing us and be like, oh, I listen to your podcast. You get that
oh,
kind of
I'll be
thing.
so happy. I swear, I can cry
Exactly.
with joy. Because
Exactly. That's what
acknowledge
I'm
that you
saying.
know what we're doing. Honestly, like that's what I'm saying. Like acknowledgement is a big deal. If anybody walks up to me and tell me, "Oh, I listen to your podcast," trust me, me and you are we become friends that day. But just for that day.
And the fact that they even come to meet you and just like, oh, but I listen to your podcast, I enjoy your podcast. That means that they actually like listen to it and they enjoy it. Like they are using their time to, wow, like it's actually a big thing.
Honestly, it is. It is. It really is. So
So
some
I think I'm already imagine the feeling of all those people, how they feel. Like that
exactly.
must be nice.
So that's just the thing. Like we need to put ourselves in their shoes sometimes to truly get it. So
Mm.
and imagine, there was this person that probably somebody was trying to eat or something. This particular celebrity was trying to like have a meal at a restaurant, and then the person just come like, oh, I want to take a picture with you, and the person like this is my personal time. You can't just be rude. So timing
Yeah,
like we need to know the right time to approach people. It's not even about famous people now. Even regular
yeah,
people, timing matters.
that's true. That's true. I agree with that.
So as a
Okay.
person now, we need to understand that it's not just about famous people, regular people. There are ways you should approach. And there are some times that you just don't bother because this person may not even like be ready to hear from you at that moment. But at the
Yes.
don't let that discourage you. Do what you want to do, make that connection, have that conversation, and just
Yeah.
go for what you want basically in terms of people. But at the same time, like use your discretion too. Because sometimes like read the room as they say before you like
Yes. Wait till you are there. Wait till you are there.
please, I can't wait to get there. Okay. So like at the end of the day, like just approach people well, be polite, be friendly,
Yeah.
embrace other
Compliment.
people. Exactly. So this is the end of today's episode. Like I said, episode 8, baby. Thank you. We love you. Bye.
Another week of boredom. All right. Bye.